Okay, so the unit circle, the first things you gotta know about it is think of it as a graph. So this is your y-axis and this is your x-axis, and this is your origin, 0. Okay, so everything from here to here, positive. Here to here, positive. And then these two are both negative. Okay, so next thing is, what's the next thing? Okay, the radius of the circle, which is why it's called the unit circle, is 1. So your radius is equal to 1. So these four are always pretty easy to figure out. If you just think that over here your x is 1, your y is 0. Thus up here your x is 0 and your y is 1. Over here your x is negative 1, your y is 0. Here your x is 0, your y is negative 1. Okay, so those are the four easy ones to figure out. Really simple. Okay, so next thing, you have your three angles over here, which are pi over 6, pi over 4, and pi over 3. This is where the trick comes in. So first I draw my parentheses. You don't have to do that, but that's the way I do it. And draw the cute little guy with the face. Okay, there's his nose, there's his other eye, face. Okay, all your denominators are 2, so that's the easy part. Now, to figure out your numerators, you're going to go in a pattern. 1, 2, 3. And then back up. 1, 2, 3. Now, the real trick is to take the square root of each numerator. So, square root of 1 is 1. Square root of 2. Square root of 3. Right. Square root of 1 is 1. Square root of 2. And square root of 3. Okay. So, yay, we know this coordinate. Or this quadrant of the circle, whatever. So, we know that all of these coordinates are positive, both x and y, because over here, your x and y are positive and positive. Okay, because, this is your origin, so, you see. Okay, so next thing, if you know this quadrant, you'll always know this quadrant, because here are your angles, and so let me do this little thing. Okay, good enough. Okay, so these lines, this coordinate travels through the green line, the straight line. Okay, so your coordinates up there were 1/2 and square root of 3 over 2. The catch is, now that we're down here, both your x and y are negative because it's below the x-axis and to the left of the y-axis. Okay, so you gotta add your negative signs. Okay, just how this straight line traveled, this straight line also travels. So you're gonna have square root of 2 over 2, square root of 2 over 2 again, and the same as this one, both your x and y are negative here, so we gotta put that. And the blue line, your angles, whatever, it's gonna travel again. And they're both negative again. So now you know these two quadrants. Yay. Okay, so on to this one. I gotta think of a good way to explain this. So basically, how I remember it is these two always match up right here. Like, if you don't look, okay. This coordinate will always match up with this one. This one goes to this, and this one will always match up with this. Okay, so I'll just write it down to show you. Okay, and then this one matches up with this one. And just like we did down here where they're both negative, your x is negative here, but here your y is positive because it is above the x-axis. So make all your x's negative. Boom. Okay, so now you got this quadrant. And the same way we did with the matching colored lines, the straight lines, it's gonna be the same thing down here. So this one goes to this one. This one goes to this one. And this one goes with this one. So you just match them up again like we did. We brought it down. The color goes to the color, whatever straight line. So square root of 2 over 2. And the yellow is 1, 2. Okay. And so we do the same trick where your x is positive and your y is negative. So you have to make sure you make your y's negative. Okay. So that's basically how I know it. I'm not too good at remembering the actual angles, but that's an easy way to remember the coordinates. And yeah, I think I took forever, so